What's going on, everybody? It's Childish back at it again, coming at you with our first video for the new season. As always, thank you all so much for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to take a quick look at the current build when it comes to my RTA units and then jump into some RTA. We're probably going to do about 3 matches, win or loss here, and see if we can get ourselves a couple of wins. But before we get into that, as always, fam, I do want to thank you guys for once again clicking on this video. Thank you guys so much for your support. And as always, if you want to see more content down the road, you all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video drops. As you guys might have guessed, if you are coming back from the previous season, maybe you saw like an RTA unit showcase from the previous one here. A couple of changes, not too many. We had to, kind of move around a couple of runes here because of the fact that we pulled some crucial units for this upcoming season, one of which is going to be Tomoe and another one is going to be Zen. So of course we're going to show the units and much more here, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. As far as the strategy at hand, we're still like, going for that turn 1 leave control and a respectful turn 1, mind you. I am a conquer range kind of a player, so the majority of my units when it comes to my violence hits are going to be in that 260 270 250 260 270, and then some of the swift units that I'm rocking are going to be in that plus 200 to 210 to 220, with the majority of them leaning in that 200 to 210 range. So as far as my speed leadies go, the ones that I've been focusing on quite a bit here, they have been as always Water Ryu, running that Despair set here. We got Oliver, of course, running the Violent set, and then of course I do mix it in every once in a while. If I really need to get that 33 lead, I'll bust out the Vanessa. And now, of course, we do have the new addition here, Tomoe. Tomoe is one of those units out there. When I pulled her, I definitely went out of my way to go ahead and build her right away, because as you might have guessed, when it comes to my turn 1 cleave and some of the units that I'm utilizing with tons of heartful effects, this unit brings a lot of value. So I'm looking to bring in this one here and try to squeeze it in right within my, like in the middle of my lineup here, to try to take advantage of its ability to suppress, and its ability to, like I said, spread those debuffs here and try to control the opponent here if I don't get super lucky on some other units that I might be able to utilize in my lineup here. But yeah, outside of that, those are the main speed lead units that I use as far as the strippers go. We got a handful of them. We use the Hey Gang here. We of course use Chung Pung. We got the Juno. We got the Robo here. One of the units that I used a little bit in last season was Chiwu, but I recently took some of those units out, or some of those runes out here, because I needed to build up the Zen. Now of course Chiwu provides I think it is a really valuable unit here. The recent change, or not really recent, but the change to providing that glancing on its skill has been really strong for me. But one of the things that I ran into is when I utilized Chiwu, I always ran into a like a Hey Gang or whatnot, and they would always put in something that I couldn't like really get rid of. You would think, yeah, when you see a Hey Gang and then you just got out of it, but then he would have something else that would counter my speed, like a Leo or something like that, and I wasn't trying to have any of that. So we ended up focusing on, like I said, Zen with the new pull. Zen providing that ability to kind of just strip and not really cause that kind of damage per se. We kind of avoid those vertihills. We still have the issue with the Hey Gang, but I think now with the introduction of not just the strip, but the ability to like kind of mess around with the attack bars and whatnot, it is random, so it is nice if we are able to kind of mess up their setup here. Again, works really good versus some other people out there that are contesting for speed, but when it comes to turn 2 comps, yeah, sure, it might slow them down a little bit, but ultimately it's not going to do the damage that we need necessary to like really like lock that team down. That being said, though, it is a fantastic unit. Definitely looking to play it. Again, I think the build without question we got to run is the swift build, but I really want to play around with like a violent build, because I'm like, you know what, half the time it gets banned already. So if I'm not going to be able to go hard turn 1 or whatnot, why don't I just speed tune it with all my other units here and see if I'm still in a particular rank where I'm getting the first turn either way. Why does it matter if I'm plus 200 or plus 170? I mean, it's just another opportunity to get a couple additional turns. But again, we'll have to wait and see if I can utilize it in that fashion, or I should just focus on going swift, because obviously turn 1 is the most important thing. Outside of that, the main units, again, for control, we still got Ziana. Ziana's never going to change. Ziana's top 5 unit in here. Charlotte, big unit, been using this quite a bit here. The Charlotte Chandra combo, been having a lot of fun with that. Those are the big like AoE crowd control kind of units here. Another unit that we, as far as attack bar manipulation goes, those are some of the big units that I utilize. Outside of that, those, there's not really anything AoE wise that I use for attack bar reduction outside of course Robo as well. But as far as my other AoE damage dealers, we still use a couple of water-based units here. We got the Liso, we got the Teor. Every once in a while I mix it up and take the runes out of Teor to go with Lagmar depending on what I need. We do have a couple other units that I do like to incorporate, but they're just, the base speed is just not really there to allow me to speed tune to where I need. But yeah, outside of that, those are the main units that I focus on. And then of course I got a couple of random fillers here for damage control that I can do here. Outside of just like regular control without attack bar manipulation, the big one that I incorporated last season that I'm still going to be using to this day is going to be the blue flatter here, Jonganam. I don't know how you pronounce it, but he's been a crucial unit as well. Really been having a lot of fun with him. Again, him and the Wind Dumiliki Lord have been just a phenomenal unit here these last couple seasons here, this last season. So if I were to pull that one as well, I probably would take advantage of it, see if I can utilize that. But yeah, this has been pretty good to me. So that's kind of the nuts and bolts of the combination here. We have a couple of single target units that we kind of throw in there. We got the Miles, we got the Carlos, we got the Masha that have been really strong units to kind of fill in the void depending on what they kind of lay out in the second and third pick. I did rune up Ethna, but she's on the slower end. And I have messed around with a couple of units here like Rakan, as well as like some Leo counters in here that we're throwing in there. We got the Cassandra, we got the Leica, of course we got Douglas here as a hard counter. Typical stuff though, nothing too crazy. We got the typical units you would throw in the counters, the Avelos, the Kinkies, whatnot. Those are all set. Our Camillas, our Miho Wans, I've been really trying to sneak those in and utilize those when I can. And then of course your typical support based units here. My focus has kind of been on the Riley and the Rakuni. I think there's some other units out there that I could incorporate, but outside of that, those are the main ones that I use that provide the most value to me. And of course, I forgot to mention here Josephine as well. I've had a couple of units out there that have really taken a hit on runes, but as you guys might have guessed, I'm just kind of at that level where if I were to take one specific strategy and focus on it, I can really make some good sets here, to compete against some of the Guardian 1 players out there. But if I do that, I'm just like zoning in on that particular strat, and I cannot deviate, I cannot break away. And of course, as you can imagine, going into the higher ranks here, people can see exactly what you're trying to do. It's really hard to get away from a specific strategy when you've kind of forced your hand in picking certain units out there to kind of lock in what you're trying to do. That's why I try my very best to utilize universal units that I can incorporate something that works in turn 1 and turn 2. Kind of leading with like an Oliver per se versus like a Water Ryu. It's without question I'm going turn 1 strip control whatnot here if I'm going Water Ryu, but Oliver I can go turn 1 or I can go turn 2, right? There's a couple of units out there that do. Way back in the day, when CR was popular, CR was that pick that I would do, depending on what I want to use. Use a bomb team, or I just use some random like CR, Shizuka, X, whatever. I mean, I was using a random kind of company. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. As you guys can see, we really don't have more than about 30 units really focused on here. Again, really still in that turn 1 kind of control attack bar manipulation here. With a couple of the fillers here, to say the least. We do have the one that I didn't mention there, Sonya, but outside of that, it's pretty much the kind of same setup here. We will, as always, again, as much as I want to go try hard and trying to get into the Punisher ranks and eventually Guardian, I've been having more fun, playing around with random units here, random builds, and we're gonna try to continue that and see where we can sneak in some different builds and whatnot. The one that I kind of wanted to focus on today was going to be. I wanted to go and mess around with the Rakan if I can. One of the things that I really have enjoyed, messing around with is playing around with units here that are not generally utilized in a certain way. And with Rakan, he's generally the typical vampire unit, but as you can imagine, there's a lot of great units out there that utilize vampire runes, and I'm, as you might have guessed, super limited to what I can do. One of the biggest changes that I made this season versus other previous season is that I went with a vampire build on Carlos versus like I used to run like a super fast rage set to kind of fill in when I wanted to speed tune him in with the regular stuff and needed single target units. He still does work, but now of course with the incorporation of the vampire set here, we're limited on vampire, so I wanted to mess around with the recon, try to see if we can get a few despair sets in there. Now, this is actually interesting. I kind of don't want to. I don't want to give everything away here, but I will go ahead. and put in Oliver, because you can't really go wrong with Oliver here. Depending on what he lays out, like I'm not really scared about anything outside of Cadiz right now. I can care less about that. All I see is a ton of AoE, which I think Recon can fill in that void. He can deal with that. And here, in addition to that, we can also throw in a Vertihill. Vertihill is going to be really, really good. It would be nice to throw in a unit that we can provide a little bit of value, a little bit of damage. I mean, we can just, like, I mean, we could do a ton of things here. Let's go ahead. So I would normally probably do Recon in this spot. Or sorry, I would do the Douglas in this spot. But I'm gonna go ahead and have some fun with Cassandra. We'll ban Cadiz. We'll deal with the Masha, and then we'll see what happens after that. We're putting ourselves in a little bit of a situation here because we really don't have an answer to Juno. Juno's gonna get, we're gonna get countered with all the harmful effects and whatnot. Maybe that would have been the play, banning Juno, taking away their, sustain and whatnot here. But I feel good with keeping the GUI in here, and so I'm happy to, like I said, just kind of slowly wear these people out here without providing, too many harmful effects to do it here. And like I said, he does not care about it. I think he thinks I'm just gonna go ahead and like go crazy with the harmful effects. But I'm not gonna try to. I mean, maybe, like I said, maybe a provoke or whatnot. Assuming that I actually get an opportunity to. This is actually very bad. I don't want to lose this unit. Oh my goodness gracious! So we protect. Skill 2 is available. No, it is not. Oh well. Here you go. Here you go. So I think what I want to do. I mean. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I think, well, that was a misclick. Obviously, I did not mean to click it. What we need to do is we needed a heal block there. Heal block would have been good. But it is what it is. It looks like we're still getting a little bit of value there because they got the suppress here and whatnot. So I think this is going to be Rakan's first attack. Which this is that one point in time where it really would have been nice if I was running the vampire set. But it is what it is. We'll give him the win. Here, yeah. So I think it was missed up on my part. Juno obviously like hard counter Shizuka, where Shizuka was a crucial component to this comp. Kind of threw away the match, I ain't gonna lie. But you know what? It is what it is. That's what it's all about. Learning from it and kind of going with the flow here for the next match here. Trying to improve as always. But yeah, man, again, for those guys, those handful of people out there that did watch the video, I appreciate you guys tuning in to that last video that we dropped yesterday morning. That video was just a kind of response to everything that's been going on with regards to the recent comp to us interview and the top Siege players out there. I know that everybody and their mom has already seen all the popular YouTubers and streamers out there's input, so for those of you guys that actually clicked in it to want to hear my 2 cents, that really means a lot to me. I know I'm not as cool as everybody else, but hey, I do like to chime in when I can. I feel like I've been a lot more open these last few years versus what we've done in the past. So definitely happy to, again, provide my insight and share my experiences as well with that. So let's go. I do want to bring in Oliver. I do want to contest the 33 speed here. I'm wondering if he's going to bring in anything that kind of scares. So what do you know? He's bringing in my Chandra, man. He's bringing it in. Clearly we're going to go with another stripper here. I'm thinking we will run the Zen. We'll run that one to see if we can make that one happen. But ultimately it'll depend on what he lays out here. So yeah, I like all this. This is actually really good. I kind of want to lay out a couple of stuff here, but what I'm going to go ahead and do, I think I'm probably going to be banning Ethna. Unless he brings in a nasty fire unit like a Douglas or a Vertihill, something like that with all this AoE, and I'll leave that to go because I don't really have I mean, technically, I have Wateria, but I have the Ziana built pretty good. If he goes, I guess why don't we just wait? Why don't we just wait it out and see what it is? because Ethna would rock all this. I think Ethna would do more damage than a Fire Ryu right now. So Juno, yeah. So funny. I think that's like the one pick that may get me in trouble. That may actually get me in trouble. I mean, who does he ban though, right? What's scary for him? Man, I don't know. With Zen and everything, I feel like we're just gonna have to deal with it. It's unfortunate because I really don't want to. Like I said, Ethna just wrecks this comp to no end. But if we don't get rid of Juno, how in the world do we take advantage of everything else that Zen's bringing into the mix here? If we're not gonna outspeed the Ethna, but we can at least try to. What? Whoa! Oh! My goodness! This may be the greatest start in the history of my YouTube. We just outsped an Ethna, and we're not even that fast. We don't even have the full speed here. Probably should have gone skill 2. I think I misplayed that because we know we got, you know, Charlotte to follow through. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, definitely got to take advantage of this violent proc. Let's see if we can get a stun here on somebody. We will do this one because we just want to get this one out. Let's go ahead and do a little damage. And you know what? I'm not even gonna waste skill 2 there. Just do that. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. So we took that one. We did good on that one. We went. You know, I'm gonna say 200 IQ. Maybe like 199 or something. You know, we made good plays there. Not the perfect match, but we definitely made some good plays there. Let's see. Now we're moving through these matches pretty quick here. I might even just do the rest of them, finish out this placement. Speaking of which, I didn't even get a chance to show you guys, but the first 5 matches actually went fairly good. I think we won 3, lost 2, but you know, a couple of the people that we ran into, there were definitely people that belong in the higher ranks. Like that was just super unfortunate that we ran into them, but it is what it is. Again, this one here, gonna go Oliver if I can. Obviously, we could still mess around with a, you know, turn 1 speed combo if we want to, but let's go Oliver. Let's see what he decides to do. See if he decides to change things up here. Definitely, I don't think I played against this guy, so we have to wait and see. I wonder what that flag is. I have never seen that flag. I'm sure I've seen that flag, but I'm not really sure what it is. Okay, so Riley, nasty. This guy thinks I'm going the cleave speed, whatever. So let's go ahead. I mean, we can slow this down, right? We can go something like a. We can do your old school trio here, and see what they decide to lay out now. Again, there's nothing really that says I got to do this, and this is kind of what I was talking about here. You know, situations to where, you know, I really want to get rid of Gang, but they put in some unit like a Leo that kind of messes everything up. So given the fact that I'm already, you know, focused on speed and utilizing Miles, I feel like I kind of got to get rid of the unit there. It is what it is. Oh goodness. Okay, so I think this one's a good unit here, and I think I want to take advantage of this Shizuka here, because, you know, again, we know we're probably going to be banning the Leo. So if we know we're going to be banning the Leo, and we're leaving out Riley, maybe we can get a little bit of value from it. Now, I will say this though, my Shizuka is horrible when it comes to runs right now. This is unfortunate because it's such a fantastic unit, but I'm not taking full advantage of it. I've just, like I said, my really good Violent Will set went to Tomoe. Haven't even thrown Tomoe in this spot here because we haven't done it, but hopefully we can utilize it soon. Very interesting though. Yeah, we'll have to take this Leo again. Apparently this guy, he understands the value of the Shizuka, so you know, I'm happy about that. We got some good damage. Like, again, we got a little sustain. We have the only big concern is the CC that he's going to be bringing with that Kitan Deshang. So if we could somehow manage to snipe that unit out the way, you know, we shouldn't have too much of an issue there. I really need to land some good defense breaks here, get some damage in, and then utilize all of it to kind of control the playing field here. Okay, going for the strip stun. Hey, Gang's in there, but that's okay. That's okay. Rikuni's gonna cleanse whatever CC comes into play with the unit that I need. Raccoony, where you at? Oh wait, the attack bar reduction. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like I said, it's a good CC, but he's also hurting himself. He can't provide that AOE despair defense break or whatnot because he doesn't want to break the sleep, right? He wants to wait until the next turn. So we're good. We're protected here. Oliver still has the immunity. Definitely down. You gotta go skill 2 here for sure. Yep. So obviously not gonna do anything else but just kind of wait our turn. The only good thing is that we have, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this here. I don't my Oliver's already kind of like maxed out. We got units here with okay. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that here. Let's go ahead and try to reset this one. What was I thinking? Knowing how his passive works, what was I thinking? I don't know. We can use a violent proc right now on that Suiki if we can. If I can sneak in a violent proc here, I love a defense break here. Man, dude, this I don't know what it is when it comes to Fire Monkey Kings. When I go up against them, like their RNG is so strong. So strong. I'll tell you what, I cannot stop him. Look at this guy. He didn't even go for the heal there. He's leaving that wide open. I mean, I guess he just has too much control. Where he's not super concerned about it. What does he go for now? Because now Raccoony's gonna get targeted here, right? Man, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think technically Miles got a proc. And Miles got some additional. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, we can't do nothing. Like, what are we talking about? I stripped the cleanse, right? What are we doing here? If I do crazy damage here and I get a violent proc off this, oh, you know what? I cleanse that defense rate. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Feels bad indeed. Yeah, I think it's a wash. I think it's done. It was always scary leaving that Riley in, but Kitana Shang just too strong. There's the kill. Okay. Yeah, if only our RNG versus the Fire Monkey King wasn't super bad. I mean, we expect this stuff from Light Monkey King, but that Fire Monkey King, man, I am truly cursed when it comes to that unit. Utilizing it, you know, RNG's kind of average, but going up against it, dude, I'm the worst, dude. And maybe it's because I just don't have the kind of runes other people have. Because I mean, again, it's a really strong unit. I get why people, you know, incorporate it. Maybe I'm just not investing as good as runes. Like, obviously my focus has always been like the turn 1 control, turn 1 cleave and whatnot. So a lot of the, you know, filler runes that I have for violent sets are not really the greatest. Clearly, we don't have a crazy amount of, you know, accuracy and all that jazz. So we gotta put a little bit extra work here. So speaking of which, can I get away with the unit here? I'm trying to think of what I can do here. Actually, let's see. I'm gonna do something like this here. Right now, I mean, he has to go strip, right? Right now, I'm not really sure what I want to do as far as that last pick goes. I mean, Ziana's always like a tried and true pick. You can utilize in so many spots here. Don't have to worry about any kind of elements. But he needs a stripper, right? Right now, he has no stripper, and he's just banking on just doing raw damage here. I mean, what does he do? Does he use the Water Monkey King to do single target strip and then focus one unit down? I don't get it. I don't get it one bit here. So you know what though? We'll have some fun here. We'll ban the water. We'll bring in the recon. Again, trying to mess around with recon a little bit. We'll see what's going on here. But ultimately, like, I was concerned about, you know, letting Charlotte go first, letting him do work. But now I'm not really super concerned because he gets turn 1, but we have immunity on everybody. Maybe we don't have immunity on this one. Okay, so we might be in trouble in that spot. But I think we're outspeeding that Charlotte. If I can screw up that attack, yeah. Let's check this. Let's check this thing. I think this is one of those people out there where we win. Man, I don't know if the strategy was sound, but we win because they just can't compete with the speed that we're rocking here. And right now, I mean, what does he do? All this control. What does he do? We put the brain in now. We spread everything out. Like we set it up perfectly with Tomoe to kind of fit right in there. I'm assuming that, you know, Tomoe actually, you know, lands and strips everything, but I mean, we're killing it. And can we get a despair stun? No, but what we can do is do 35k. Get it in there. Okay, shadows in, so we get some additional damage here. Nothing crazy. We'll take it all. Nice little freeze. We'll suppress for a little bit more damage here. Again, I could go for so many of the units here, but we're just trying to get a little bit of value here. We do have a lot of single target stuff. Yeah, we will take that win. That one was a fun one for me. All right, last one, baby, last one. Let's go. We're gonna try to finish off with a win, man. I want it. If you guys want to get that win, y'all know what to do, man. You gotta like the video, subscribe to the channel. As always, hit the notification bell when you don't, because every single person that does that, the chances of me winning this last match increases by 1%. Okay, all the way up to 40%, which is of course is the new counterattack percentage. So 40% of the time, your like, subscribe, and comments work every time. 40% of the time, they work every time. All right. So now we're just gonna put our strategy out there. We're not gonna waste any time. Okay, we're gonna get that. Zen out there. Let them know we're rocking here. I'll tell you what. It's weird to do all these matches without Chung Fung. Chung Fung has always been a staple for me here, but now with this Zen here, we're trying not to overdo it when it comes to the strippers in our lineup. But yeah, I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I think I do have Jogun built up as well. Wait a minute. Whoa. I don't like what I'm seeing right now. I don't like what I'm seeing. We have double stripper ready. So what do we need to do here? I mean, honestly, I want to have fun with so many units out there, but okay, let's do this here. I think Fire and Bison is a good unit to kind of fill in there when it comes to harmful effects. I'm trying to think of what other units out there that I can really throw in that could be fun. But I don't know. Right now, though, if he does want to go double water, I do like a Ethna last pick here. Ooh, okay. Let's do this here. If he wants to do that, then we slap the Shizuka in here. We're gonna take away this one because we don't want to get in trouble. We want to see if he falls for the bait. You know, does he understand that I'm leaving the invulnerability out there so we can capitalize on it, or does he get rid of it and allow me to have my unit? Okay, he's smart. I kind of wanted my first for it, but this technically could work. I mean, the damage is slow. We don't have any really big threats here, but we can take advantage of this for sure. We have enough control. We have enough CC here. This definitely can work. But when you derp here, that can make everything pretty bad here. So clearly we're going to take advantage of this invulnerability right now. I want to go ahead and take out the Cassandra right when she gets out of there. All right, provoke this one time. No provoke. Okay, that's what I want here. Who's the focus? Let's put this on here, and we'll just take advantage of this AOE here. I want to resurge this one. I want those CCs real quick. We got that violent proc, so we should be good. Yeah, it's up. That's big, baby. We will take it. Yes, let's go. Let's go. That's what we want to do. I always like it when we end off with a win here. Let me know, again, in the comment section down below what y'all think about those matches. Which ones did we derp? Which ones did we do good on? I'm always looking to hear your feedback on that, fam. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.